Assalamu alaikum and welcome to this mini series based on my tour, my solo tour around Tunisia. To all my Tunisian friends, I hope it does justice to your beautiful country, and to anybody else considering visiting Tunisia or doing a cycling tour in Tunisia, I hope it helps. Enjoy, subscribe, like, share. Hope you can watch all of them. Thank you. So these are the old Medina walls. I could have gone straight through one of the many gates, but the roads in there are all cobbles, and yeah, don't need that first thing in the morning. My bum is sore enough, so I'm going to go around where we've actually got some tarmac, round to where the mosque is, and then let's have a look. So you've got the beautiful Medina walls here in Kairouan. Just at the end there, near the roundabout, make a left, and you'll see the mosque, the Grand Mosque. So impressive. Every time I come, it's you see a different side to it. So here we go, off towards Jamea Uqba bin Nafea. There's a lot of glass on the road. I'm hoping GoPro hasn't crashed on me again and it's recording, but there it is, to the left, just over my left shoulder. I'm gonna go up to this little roundabout, make a left. This is usually where we come in. We park somewhere here. And there it is. What a pretty sight.
Take the next left onto Rue de la Casbah.
Be quiet, I'm here. Jamea Uqba bin Nafea. There you go. It's picture time, video time. There it is, ladies and gents. Jamea Uqba bin Nafea. I think you've seen it enough times. So much history. One of the oldest mosques in the Islamic world, one of the oldest mosques in Africa for sure, and a real feat of engineering and architecture. I was in there yesterday, so I won't take too much footage here, but I'll try and stitch in some of yesterday's footage with today as well. But yeah, just a few video time, just time for a few videos before I leave, and then onwards to ElJem. Bismillah. Kairouan, goodbye Kairouan for another time. Mind, I don't think it'll be long. It's not been more than a couple of months or a few months in the last year and a half when I keep coming back and visiting, so let's see. Bismillah. There's a nice roundabout that we're going to be going left on, I think. I think that's the only bit of traffic I'll be overtaking today. Thank you very much. Absolutely massive, and it's encircled by its own M25. It's got this huge ring road that I've got to travel about 5 kilometers on to find my exit towards ElJem. But you know what? Far prefer this to the M25. It's a huge ring road. Look it up, Kairouan. If you haven't visited, visit Kairouan. For what it costs on these tourist packages, come and visit Tunisia. Don't just stay in your hotel, sunning yourself for 7 days, going back and saying I went to Tunisia, because you didn't. Get out of the hotel, book an excursion, do your diligence, don't get ripped off. Find yourself a nice deal, a nice driver, and get out and see this beautiful country. Kairouan is about 50 minutes to an hour away from most of the resorts in Sousse. Maybe 2 hours if you're in Hammamet. Kill two birds in one stone. Do Kairouan and the Coliseum in ElJem. Both stunning, worth the visit just for themselves. Salam. Salam. I want to tell you how beautiful this landscape is, but I'm not the brightest and I'm running out of words anyway. Look at these young'uns, young shepherds. Salam. Nafea. Bit of an amateur mistake this morning. I was so busy making videos, forgot to fill up my bottles. And then I thought, this is a popular route. Kairouan to ElJem. There's going to be loads of hanouts, magasins along this stretch. These little shops that sell phone top-ups, water, bottles of pop. 8 miles in, no water yet, and all I can see if I turn it around is nothing. It's not the end of the world. I'm well hydrated from this morning, but I like to sip as I go. Keep my mouth moist, drink before I need to drink, eat before I need to eat. So let's see how I get on. I've got half a litre in my spare bottles just on the back, on the little improvised cages that I built, but it's like 3 days old. I filled it up as my backup, going between some towns in the mountains in case I didn't find anywhere. As it happened, I did find somewhere and it's just been sat there. Should be okay to drink, but I'd rather not. So onwards. One thing they say about these multi-day cycling things is that you get stronger as you go along. Now, I've not really had a chance to feel that because I've been unwell for much of it, and when I say unwell, I've had a terrible chest infection from like day 3. The lack of isolation here doesn't help. Everybody wants to do the whole double tap, cheek kiss French thing. And there is this coughing thing going around. But anyway, getting back on track. They say that you get stronger as you go along, and I haven't really had a chance up until the last 2 days of feeling that. Now that my cardio is getting back up to capacity, still got the remnants of this chest infection, sore throat. You will have heard if you watched some of the other videos, sounded like somebody totally different. My kids are like, what's happened to your voice? But anyway, last 2 days feels like those gains are really kicking in. I mean, I'll have a look at the stats later. To be honest, when you're riding like this, you're literally in the saddle, breakfast, something to drink, coffee, in the saddle, ride all day, try and sort accommodation, get into your accommodation, get washed, get rested, go see the city, meet people. People want a piece of your time. You don't really have a chance to analyze the stats. But I'll have a look at my Garmin and my Strava. I'm not a stats person, I'm not in it for the numbers, but it would be interesting just to see. I know my HRM is telling me that I'm a lot fitter than when I started. I'm managing to keep my heart rate a lot lower at higher intensity efforts, and my legs feel like thunder, honestly. Usually at the end of the long London ride that we do, I'll come home, I'll rest up for a day, and the next day I'll do a recovery ride, and then I'll do a recovery ride the day after. And by that Wednesday, because we finish on a Sunday, once them gains have had a chance to kick in, and you're not cycling day on day. Your muscles have had a chance to recover. That Wednesday I feel really strong, so I'm hoping there's going to be some gains out of this, because I've got some good challenges coming up later on in the year. Anyway, that was a long way of saying I think the riding's doing me good, but hey, you knew that. Right, 10 miles in, still no water. There should be a shop popping up sometime soon. And you know what, I'm getting hungry as well now, because I didn't have anything this morning. I just had a coffee and left. I was hoping there'd be some nice roadside fresh tabuna, fresh clay oven baked bread and some water, but nothing so far. There will be, don't worry. Onwards, bismillah. On time. Sleepy little village of Makhsouma, and it looks like they've got a little hanout or a marzan, a little shop. Hey, and a little herd of camels, if it's a herd that you call a group of camels. But I can see bottles of pop and water, so I'll be stopping here. Thank you very much. Water, lemon tart or apricot, and yup, yogurt drink, you know what I mean. Apricot tart. Very nice. What I'd buy, tropical mixed yogurt drink. Right, I'm going to get these down and then onwards. So that halfway between Kairouan and ElJem. So straight over this roundabout, and it's another 20 miles to ElJem. Bismillah. Salam. Always a good sign when you see a little town like this. I don't really need coffee, but say I did, this would be a good sign. Don't really need a fizzy pop, but if I did, this would be a good sign. Here we are, coming up to the first significant stop of the day. Suesa, I think it's about 2/3 of the way to ElJem from Kairouan, and by all accounts and from maps it looks like quite a big town. So about 7 kilometers out. Maybe stop there, grab some fizzy pop, a light snack. I don't want to eat something too heavy because I want to go and eat in ElJem with Sabir, a really nice guy that I first discovered when we came in November, and we've been going back ever since, including the guys from We Bike in Sousse. So I'm gonna go see him. Anyway, bismillah. Here for the first time ever in all the time that I've been cycling, butterflies absolutely everywhere. So I don't know whether it's the time of year or whether it's because it's a really still day, not all windy, but butterflies, beautiful butterflies everywhere. Isn't it beautiful? Headed towards Suesa, Suasi. About 2 kilometers, then onwards to ElJem, and then Mahdiya. Final destination for today, inshallah. Swazi, maybe another 10 minutes. ElJem, maybe another hour and a half. Mahdiya, I think if I got there for 4, I would be very, very happy. But look at this, what a still day. The flags are fluttering, but in the context, and with it's actually quite a still day compared to what I've had. So, onwards. I just stopped, and I stopped in the biggest ring. The hardest ring, smallest one on the back, and the big chain ring. Because I was bombing it down here at about 26 miles an hour. And then I stopped to take pictures of the sign now. Work through the gears again, build up that speed. Swazi. Nice quiet place by the looks of it. Quite busy actually. Right, let's get over this roundabout and then maybe find somewhere to get a gazouz. It's nice enough. This looks like a decent spot. Let's have a drink. Struggling with this. Should have got a kickstand, but I don't like the ideas of kickstands. But anyway, I'll get it. But, always a bit more difficult to get going. Excuse me. After a bit of a break, short break in Swazi. And now off to ElJem, back on the road to ElJem. Swazi, nice little town actually. Inquisitive kids, lively high street, enough places to get some food if you wanted to. I didn't want to eat, but I needed some snacks. I needed some sugar in me. I've been sweating like crazy, so I needed to get some of those liquids back in, sugars and salts. I mean, my midsection here feels like I've just come out of the shower. My whole back. Anyway, too much information. Right, watch that road. ElJem, here we come. It's currently, let's have a look, 12:20. If I make it for 2 o'clock, I would be very, very happy. Although it does leave it very tight for Mahdiya, because it'll mean I want to have lunch, take some photos, maybe leave at 3 for Mahdiya. So it's going to be a very long day, but worthwhile, because it'll mean that I've caught up 2 days. So I've done 2 days of riding. What day was it now? I forgot now. But anyway, I caught up 2 days of riding early in the week, and then I'll hopefully catch up 2 days of riding today. So 2 days ahead of schedule if everything goes to plan. I'll arrive in Sousse on Thursday night or Friday. Let's see how it goes. Don't like to plan too far ahead and then pressure myself, but anyway, let's go. It's up, but there in the distance you've got the Coliseum. We're still like 3 kilometers away, but just imagine back in the day, you come from a little dirt village living in straw huts or in nomadic little tents, and you come into ElJem and you see the might of the Roman Empire. You've never seen anything taller than 8 foot. You've never seen a building taller than 8 foot. And then you come to this 35,000 seater capacity, 4 or 5 floors is it? Wow, you'd just be in awe. ElJem, the real ElJem, the proper town. Assalamu alaikum. And there you have the very, very imposing Coliseum. I've never approached from this side. I always come back down this way to eat, but look at that, stunning every time. Teeming with tourists, no doubt, and touts. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, that barbecue smells amazing.